Okay, this is not the mic that I'm supposed to use, but my mic is not picking up for some reason.
Test, test. Okay, now it's working. Oh, hello, Pia. Hello, Spence. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it just doesn't want to start, I guess. But we're back. Okay, we are on. Hey, good morning, Slammy. Hey, Meredith, how are you doing? Good morning, good morning. How's everyone doing? You can hear me, right? Yeah, I think so. I think all is good. How did everyone do yesterday? Okay, so just higher time frame. Yesterday we went up and we went to 0.5 exactly of the weekly wick. This is the weekly wick and we hit 0.5. I thought it might go a little bit higher, to be honest, but I didn't, at that point I didn't really have my calculation here. But it beautifully hit that 0.5 and then it went back into the range. Now, am I bearish yet? I don't know. I don't see a breaker here. It's just maybe a retracement. Just looking at premium discount to see if we want to go into the OTE levels of this range. So let me show you. I'm on the 4 hour, but we can also use the daily in this example. So I'm just looking at this range here. Are we just going to retrace, go back up, or are we going to really, really go down and go into this and walk, or are we going to go into these? Remember, on the weekly, this is a very ugly area on the weekly that needs a lot of attention at some point. Look here. So we have a monthly open here, but I wonder if it wants to grab that already in this part of the month. So, well, let's just see what London brings. Yeah, I'm I'm doing fine. Happy to be back. It's London. I like London time. It's always good just to, spending time and collecting intel. Um, yeah. So we had some pretty bullish days, two of them. But yeah, look at the. Obviously, we get a reaction at 0.5, but the question is it done? Is it just going to go to discount and then go back up, or is it really going to go all the way lower? And I would love to see it to go all the way up into the OTE levels here. Let me mark this area here. I like this area, and I think it's an area I don't have to mark it. I can see it. I wonder if we're going to retest somewhere in here and then go back up. So I'm short. I'm bearish until we are maybe into the discount. Maybe even retest some area up here, even though there's not really, there's just wicks, but yeah, maybe somewhere the event horizon here that might be of interest. But yeah, 6.5. So let's say about 150 points lower. I will be interested in a short, but I'm still not bearish. I'm not bearish higher time frame yet. Let me see, we have a 15-minute break here. Okay, I remember that 1 hour FUG from yesterday. We finally broke it here. There we go. Yeah. I just blew up my account. I was bullish. The market had proved that I was wrong on my bias. Oh, Pia, I'm sorry to hear that. You were bullish, but when, what time are you talking about? When were you bullish? Um, so on the 15 minute, I would say, I mean, when I say higher time frame, I mean daily and 4 hour. On the 15 minute, obviously we have a change in the state and a market structure shift to the downside, but I'm still not sure at this point if it's just a retracement or a reversal. I don't think it's a reversal yet. I think it's just a retracement, but then again, I could be wrong. So like I said, for me, it's bearish up to that OTE level, premium discount, and then I just reassess to see what price is doing. There's a lot of news today. It is NFP Thursday, so I don't trade any of my evals or live accounts. Because it was just my worst day. I just don't read the market normally as I do. I'm more wrong than right on Thursdays, so I just demo, and I'm gonna stick to it because every time I not stick to it, I pay. I just lose. I'm wrong. So I would rather be right on demo, or and then even though I might be right on demo, I still it's always better for my P&L for some reason. So I'm just gonna I've sort of like just made it a fixed rule for myself. I'm gonna put it down. 23. Feel like useless. Oh, Thea, really? Let me tell you one thing. I think most of us can relate to that. Who wants to be honest and share? So Pia says he blew up an account and he feels useless because he's lost 3 accounts this week, 1 XFA and 2 challenges. Who wants to share that it is not that he's not an exception? He is not. So Pia, the only thing that I can tell you is like once you're on a losing streak and your brain goes, you want to solve the issue, and you go back, because I can totally relate to that. But you have to trick your brain. You have to walk away, give it some time. And that's why I always say when you have a new funded account, give it some rest and don't trade it on NFP week. Just let it rest. But losing 3 accounts is actually normal in the sense of if you're on a losing streak and your brain wants to fix it, right? And then you go back in and you think, okay, now I will do it right. But the market conditions have not been favorable at all. So you keep on your state of mind will be in that fight flight status. So you keep on. So every time you lose an account, you think, oh, okay, let me try again because now I will fix it. Now I will do it correct. I know what I've done wrong. But it doesn't change anything because you have not really reset yourself properly. And the market conditions most important, the market conditions haven't changed. So it might not even be you, but it's the market conditions, and your brain just wants to keep on fixing the issue. So it doesn't really matter if it's 1 or 3 or 5. the moment if you're in that state, it just keeps on happening, and it's so intriguing if you think about it. Because I had the same issue, and I still, if I keep on going, I can go on and on and on and lose 10 accounts, and most of the times that happens in this week for me. So that's why I stopped trading on, especially NFP Thursday, because the moment my brain goes into it and I start losing, I just, that's where I can fall in that trap. So for me, it's a strict rule now. Yeah. Hey, Rajesh. Yeah, Mether. Um, you blew up at least 5, 10 accounts years ago. Is it only 5 to 10 accounts? That's not a lot. uh, but or are you talking per day or per week? Because if it's just only 5 to 10 accounts, yeah, I mean, Mether, then you are an exception to the rule. But yeah, Pia, the only advice I can give you is journal your trades, and it's the hardest thing to do is to walk away after a losing trade. And the only advice that I also can give you is NFP week is challenging. Monday and Tuesday could be okay, but we hadn't those 2 days were difficult too this week, to be honest. And yesterday it was it was 20K. Okay, gotcha. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I mean, we can all relate. So Pia, you're not alone. We're not alone. You're not alone. But yeah, I hope you can turn it into a learning moment by journaling, seeing what you did wrong, and yeah. The thing is, when you lose the feeling that you feel like shit. At some point, you're fed up with that feeling, and then you really know you have to change something. The market won't change, but the only thing that you can change is your approach to it, and that's where your growth will be. Um, so if you lose one account, well, for example, or you have one or two losing trades, you're either not reading the market correctly, or it's not in tune, or it's just not your market. And that's why I always demo trade my first two trades to see if I'm feeling the market or not. Because sometimes you just don't know. But yeah, my mistake was do it out of my trade. Yeah, there you go. So it's a rule thing, right? Yeah, I gotcha. Yep. Hey guys, listen. If I don't follow my rules, I get always punished. If I go for a gamble, what is it? What's up? I usually trade. Yeah, and also some people, if you're focused on one market. Okay, hold on. I need to check something because my cat is telling me that there's someone on the premise. Hold on. Right. She's scaring me. Okay. No. Okay. Yeah. So we all have to. You have to hit rock bottom, and you have to feel shit, and you have to get to a point that okay, oh my god, now I'm really, and then you will have to work on it. But yeah. So Pia, if you are used to one time frame and you're good at it, just stick to it. But yeah, hey, but you also need to learn sometimes, right? I mean, it's intuition money, tuition money. But yeah, I hope you feel better soon. But again, I'm gonna write it down here. NFP Thursday, NFP Thursday. For me, only demo trades because my stats told me I don't do well. So if I miss one day, that might give it. I don't care. NFP only demo trades. And why? What does the market do on Wednesday and Thursday? So Wednesday and Thursday, it's like it behaves like Asia range. It's just creating liquidity for NFP to attack both sides at some point. So that's why you see the back and forth a lot of the times. That tends to be normal what NFP Thursday does. It's preparing itself for the large move on Friday. So it's just consolidating and creating liquidity so it can attack both sides. So um, now it doesn't mean that sometimes on a Thursday you can have a nice move. It can, but then again, think about it. We had a large move already yesterday and the day before yesterday, so it's likely that this day will be not too good. But then again, there was a good move already, and it wasn't too bad. So, but yeah, trading is not the easiest thing. We all know our setups, but it's the patience and lack of, I guess, discipline. But it's not discipline. It's just like tricking your brain. It's like because even though you're disciplined in life, you can still fall in that trap, right? And then you start tilting, and then it's just biology almost. It's almost biology. It's like the your cortisol starts when you have a losing trade. Your cortisol levels rise, and then you want to fix the issue, and then you go on this tilting. So it's almost I would almost say it's really not only discipline, but it's really biology. And the moment you start understanding that, there's nothing wrong with you. It's just how our brains are programmed, and the market is designed for us to fall in these traps. You must always think about that. The market is designed for us not to make money. So, and they know, and it's all built around fear and greed, which are our weaknesses. So human psychology is really that easy, and they just know how to, how the market is programmed is to trigger these weaknesses in us. So, and it makes you doubt yourself. But yeah. Okay, so what to expect? If I look at the higher time frame, let's say we're going to consolidate here. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to respect the OTE levels here. And, I think this is going to be, this is Wednesday, Tuesday. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we stay in this range today. So that means Tuesday's and yesterday's range. That's our playing field today, I would think. Um, like if we go back, if we go all the way down, we could work in this end walk a little bit, because as you can see, we still have some business here to do on the daily as well. So back and forth, maybe tapping into this wick too. So yeah, so I'm guess I'm bearish for today, but I don't think I'm bearish yet on the higher time frame or the weekly objective. I might still be bullish for Friday. I don't know. We'll see. See how it reacts in if it respects the OTE level. Yeah. Let's see. Do we have it's 25, 0.5. Okay, I love it. So you see, this is what I love about if you see these things. If you mark the wick, 0.5 matches 702. So I guess I'm gonna take this one off here. I don't know. This got the OTE levels. I'm gonna stick to this. Yeah, I mean, my area of interest for today is this. I don't know if it gets here during London. I don't think so, but maybe end of the day. I like it. somewhere here. How many points is it from here to here? Around 400 points on the day. Can we go back and forth in 400 points? Oh, it's not too bad. Um, Yeah, Freighter Reddit, that's so well said. You have to know and trust your system, but it takes time in collecting stats on it. It takes few years trading and journaling. When you finally believe that your method works, it becomes easier. And you know, that's actually the right way to put it. It becomes easier because even though you have your model, you've tested, you know it works, then you still have to fight the weakness in your brains or the pitfalls that you can fall into. But he said it perfectly. It becomes easier. And the more mechanical you make your trades, the more logic you have behind it, you are tricking your brain as well. So I keep on, also with Priya, I keep on hammering on journaling, 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 and until she's fed up with hearing it. And I said, you have to journal, and I want you to write down. It's a lot of work in the beginning, but it's going to pay off, and you will grow so much faster. But it's the work you put in. But it's well said, Fetter. Like it becomes easier. It doesn't solve everything, but it's the first start which you have to do, and you will still fall into this in the pitfall sometimes. But then it becomes much, you know. Then it gets easier to also find what you're okay. What is it I really need to work on? Because you already have ruled out some things. You already have. So if it's not your model, then you already know. Okay, you know. So you can really, you know, and it's me. It's really me because now I'm still doing it. But my model is there. Blah blah blah. Which rule didn't I follow? I was just impatient. I was just I had a bad, you know, I had a bad day. I had a fight with someone, or okay, I know then. Okay, I shouldn't be trading if I, you know, feel if I have a bad hair day. I shouldn't be trading because then, you know, I feel upset. I don't know, whatever. Um, yeah, outcome of one trade is random. Outcome of one trade is random. 10 is random, but 100 plus trade is not random anymore. Exactly. Um, yeah, and it's just, you know, at some point, you know, it's not. It's the only thing that you can adjust is yourself. The market will do what it wants to do, and you just have to um, act accordingly. But yeah, I mean, for me personally, it is if I wouldn't have an impatient problem, I could be, you know, it sounds weird to say, but if I would only stick to the models that I have, I could make so much more money. But because I'm also a little bit adventurous and also just, you know, sometimes I'm like, oh, let me just, you know, um, it's still good what I'm doing, but it's still not. I mean, if I really would think about it, I'm like, oh, um, it's very hard for me to just stick to what I'm doing really well. Let me put it that way, because I have models and they work and they have like 80%, 70% win rate. And literally, if I would just stick to one model, I might even do better if I think about it, if that makes sense. Yeah, I love what you're saying, Fetter. But journaling is so underrated, and I totally agree. I totally agree. And that's why I'm hammering on it. I'm just because I know by myself. I was not lazy, but I just didn't know what to journal, and I started really late journaling it. But then when I started, oh my God, seeing things, making, connecting the dots, and seeing different things, and investigating further. And at some point, I started really loving it. I call it a treasure hunt. Um, um, journaling is so, especially about emotions. Yes, yes. Yeah. You don't have to share that part of your journal with anyone. That's your journal. It's your book. There won't be a better book that you're going to write. Um, but you really have to write down what you're feeling and why you're doing it, because then you can really address the issue. And no one has to see it. No, it's yours. It's just yours. I also tell Priya, listen, I don't want to see your journal. It's yours, but I just wanted you to share your trades. But I really want you to start writing things down. Um, because the insights will be so enormous. And it's so hard to tell people that because they haven't experienced it. But those who have experienced the difference between when they started trading and not journaling and started journaling, and it sounds cliche, but it is really, for me, the light bulb moments. They kept adding and adding and adding, and yeah, and hopefully everyone can start enjoying doing it, because then I guess you can really start making more improvements, because it's just finding out where the algorithmic signatures are, and it really makes your trading so much easier. And then still there's enough challenges too. Hey, Mr. Chaos Factor. Hey, Rajesha, how are you? Okay, for me, the 1 minute time frame is the trigger. I used to add the winners, but it also makes me close the trades if I see a pullback against me. If I stick to the 50, I'm much more calm. Yeah, I totally agree. You always have to keep the higher time frame in mind. And of course, nowadays many traders are paranoid about Trump. Yeah, I'm not really. I mean, I know Tanya. She's looking at every. Oh my God, there's news, and I'm like, you know, the news scandals are most of the times. They come around at 7 now, and obviously the 8:30 ones, and sometimes there's a news scandal, but they haven't been really that weird, to be honest. And if you start obsessing about the news, it will be. If you think every tweet will be a news scandal, I don't think you can actually trade anymore, because then you're just so paranoid. Um, Pia, I actually do write all my notes. I do not understand what I have done by trading out of my schedule. Yeah. But Pia, maybe you just wanted to see, maybe you want to explore, because that's something I totally understand. And if you want to explore, you want to find out new things and maybe find out a new. It's the same with a new when you have uh, um, a new model that you want to test. But that's all good. I mean, it's good to find out new things, but I would highly recommend then just first demo trading and collect more stats on it first. So it's not only a new model, but it's also a new time. If you've always traded in London and you start trading another time, you really want to look into it and collect stats, because every indices work differently a little bit. They have different model, but also times work differently. But then also you have to deal with cycles and stuff like that. So I write down every minute, guys. I'm a time-based trader. I write down in my journal literally per minute in macros what it's doing. I literally write down the minutes. I'm not doing it anymore as much, and now I know what I'm looking for. But I used to write down, okay, what time did we form a low? What time did we form a high? And especially around macro times, I've been really studying that extensively. And I sometimes just trade time. I just literally I don't even see. I don't even have to look. But then I can trust. Okay, if my if then statements, I'm like, okay, the macro is running. Obviously, it's most of the time in a macro, and I just think, okay, I can stay in it until, or you hear me say, you know what, at that time I'll be out of it if it doesn't hit my TP, things like that. But it depends on the how price is behaving. But it's been, that is a lot of work. 1 minute times, and then also, you know, just seeing, okay, how long do specific runs run, and why does it stop? Why does it go? Why does it retrace in a macro, for example? And do I need to wait 2 macros for that move? What does it tell me? How do I know? All those things. So yeah, I guess it takes a kind of a big nerd to do that, I guess, but you've got to be a little bit crazy to like this, I think. You've got to be some kind of nerd, right? Yeah. Now let's see, what else do we have? I have no edge here. I mean, in all honesty, this is just, um, what are we doing? We're in this CB already here, are we? Yeah, we're already in here. And it can go lower. We can hang around here. Um, we can go back, grab the liquidity, but I don't know, we're above Asia already. Where's Asia low? Hold on, I'm seeing it increase. What's up? You're scaring me. My cat is scaring me. Why are you looking all the time? Well, my cat is on edge, so I have to, I don't know, I have to be aware because she's very smart. This is my African wildcat, so I have to be aware. When she says something, I have to listen. She's scaring me now. Gigi? Where's my Asia low? Are you gonna go to sleep? Okay. Thank you. It's all good. Okay, Asia high is here. There we go. Is it working now? Yeah, I don't know. Something's wrong with the mic. I'm sorry, guys. My apologies. Dead. Oh no, I know I was muted, guys, but I tried to fix it, but for some reason I get a message. So I guess I was talking. Yeah, thank you, guys. Um, I was saying we're not only in a 4-hour FUG, we're also in a daily FUG. And it's a very low, like I said, I have no edge here, because look at the daily, for Priya as well. If I use the daily range and look at the OTE levels, I'll put them on again. Okay, don't touch anything. The range from here to here, I only think the playing field is we're going back into discount here, so that's below 0.5. But then the question is, are we only going to go for a discount and then go back up, or are we going to give up and then go lower? But then this, I think we'll get a nice reaction here at 702. We might get a reaction here, but maybe even after 0.5. And that does, today, if it's going to be a back and forth day, we might go back and forth. So we'll go to 0.5, we go back up again, we go a little bit lower, back up, and, futz around, and then again here. So I think it's going to be one of those days. So lower, well, back and forth, lower, back and forth. Just using this area just to create liquidity. Hey, Victoria, or I don't know how I should call you, but yeah. So I think that's going to be it. So if you want to trade, I would use these ranges. You see they match. I think they match with that weekly wick, or daily wick. So you see 0.5 matches with 702. So I think this is a valid level, but I would just use all these levels. Now 0.5, the NWALK event horizon, the 6.2, we've got a volume imbalance. So I would trade it from level to level and this is our playing field, I think, for today. That's my thought. What do you guys think? Share your thoughts. That's the only logic that I can make of it, being we're in this large range, and I do think we're going to use this wick here on the daily, which matches up with the OTE levels. So, but at this point, it doesn't give me the knowledge, oh, we're going to just retrace, we're going to go back up, or we're going to fill completely and then go lower. Once we start going lower and we go lower than here, yes, then I think we get a body closure. Then obviously we'll turn bearish, but bearish up to here. So bearish for now, I guess. And maybe one retracement up and then go back further down, right? But at least we want to go to discount here. I'm going to mark the daily here. I want to show you guys something. I'm going to, this is the daily. Let's go to the 4-hour. See, there's a little volume imbalance here. Accompaniment call. I don't think that's going to happen today. It's NFP. Monday. You mean Monday? Yeah. I don't think so. We have such two large days. I think they will leave that for NFP Friday. I think it's just going to be a rangy day, and it's just going to hang out in this level and go back and forth. I think I wouldn't be surprised if it. It's almost 1,000 points. We do have news today, though, right? But yeah. The logic of NFP Thursday is it's just building liquidity for NFP to attack, because the big news, most of the times, the big news event is on Friday, is the NFP release. Oh, I didn't know that actually London has a holiday today, so it's going to be a slow session anyway. I just noticed that GBP all day bank holiday. Okay, okay, it makes sense. It's the Hey Jay, how are you doing? Yeah, I'm not expecting too much. It's holiday as well in London is actually I guess this makes sense why there was such a large move in Asia. Yeah. Well, let's see. We can always be surprised, right? We can always be surprised. We like surprises. I'm gonna get rid of the end dogs. I don't like end dogs on my chart too much. Uh, are you still on? Did I do something wrong? 3. No, yes, it's 2. Shouldn't do that. I don't know. Do I don't think that's the reason it dropped. It just hit zero point 0.5 of a weekly wick here, and then you get a reaction. This is totally a normal reaction after a move like this. I don't think this is an abnormal reaction. We went up all the way to a weekly wick level, which was exactly zero point 0.5, and then you have a retracement, and I think the retracement could go all the way. We're not even in discount. So this is nothing special. I mean, in all honesty, this is um, nothing, nothing to be alarmed of. Just a normal retrace. We're still just retracing, and we haven't even gone back to discount here. So, and it's already stalling. So, and because London is closed, it just makes sense that it makes a drop and then just consolidates most likely in London. I would think. Go back into the range. Like I said, I think this is our playing field for today, just the OTE levels from this dealing range, and the retracement will be what we have to deal with, I guess. Let me put back this one. Oh, hold on. Guys, again, when you hit zero point 0.5 of a monthly or a weekly wick like this, you will get a reaction. This is a totally normal reaction. This is nothing weird. There you go. And the reaction came quite late, actually. Um, It went to exactly zero point 0.5 here, and that's where we reacted. And that's the retracement that you see here. Actually, earlier, that started here already. if it's on the weekly or the monthly, if you go back in your charts, you'll see that most of the times where you reverse, where you have a larger move to the downside, it's always at this level here, at a 0.5. Monthly or weeklies, those give the strongest reactions. I think it was, yeah, I think it was here too. This is also 0.5. Here, let me see. Here as well, 0.5. You see here, same thing. Now the only thing, I think there was 1 week that I was waiting for it. I said I want to go short. I think it was 263, but it didn't give it to me. I was waiting for it. Yeah, I think it was 1 or 2 weeks earlier. It didn't do it. Yeah, so here, so yesterday around 1 o'clock, you have it started to go down. Model 2022, I guess here, let's see if it matches the OTE levels. Yes, so. Back into the range. This one's tricky though. Then boom. 9 o'clock. A lot of consolidation from close to 9 o'clock. Yeah, it was when Trump did talk here. This was the speech, right? But, you know, when it hits 0.5, you can sort of expect it already. I mean, it's not really. So it already hit the 0.5 here, it went down, then went back up into OTE, model 2022, right over here, and then it went into consolidate, waiting for the news. And then boom. Yeah. This is the hard part, that it just consolidates and then it goes back up. Rejection block. Yes. For standard deviation is around here, around the open, yesterday's open. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is sort of like I mean, this isn't really a weird move in the sense of, if you think about it, when you hit 0.5, you can get 4 standard deviations on average to the downside because you can have a market structure shift. And 4 standard deviation is right over here. So that's back to the previous weekly open, exactly weekly open. So the trade could have been from 0.5 back to the previous weekly open. It's almost a model, to be honest, when you use those wicks on the higher time frame, on the weekly and the monthly. So yeah, 4 standard deviations exactly here. So I'm just using the manipulation wick to the upside here. That's what I always use for standard deviation. 1.25, we go back up. Yeah, and look at all the liquidity that it has been building up yesterday. It was just the buildup of trend line. When you have days like that, I didn't trade Asia, but beautiful trend line liquidity. Hey Vishwa. Hey Bowser, how are you doing? Yep, we kissed the devil's mark. I don't see any, to be honest, it's so weak. It's very slow. What are you doing? Hello. Let's go to the 1 minute. Let's see. Welcome, Vishwa. Welcome, welcome. It's NFP Thursday, and it's London is on holiday already, so it's low volume. So my expectations are very low for the session. I don't see anything interesting at the moment. I can see engineering liquidity here and maybe going up a little bit to take it out, but we're at midnight already. Maybe it wants to go back into this fair value gap, but weak structure. No breaker, nothing. I think it's just going to be a small retracement. So, Vishwa, are you from India or are you from somewhere else? I need something to drink. I get so I'm taking creatine every morning in my yogurt. It makes me very thirsty. I need to drink more. I think I need to drink the whole bottle. For some reason, I don't like this bottle too much, the thick plastic. But I lost my other bottle. I think I left it on the beach or something. Yeah. It's really hard to drink from this one. It's so big. When I take it out from the fridge or the freezer, it just drips everywhere. Well, well. Okay, we took out liquidity. Let's see who wants to go back into this fair value gap. If I see A plus setup, I will trade it on demo, obviously. But if not, I'm just not interested. Even though it moves, this doesn't have my interest. Um, oh, that's so big. That's what she said. Um, yeah, I'm talking about the water bottle, right? Oh, you're from India, okay. And where in India? It's okay, Mr. Chaos. We like it. We need to have some fun as well. Ah. Did anyone take this long? I really like this area. I really wanted to see go lower. Um, I don't really see strong structure for a market structure shift here. Um, and again, this could be it, but it's so weird. Andhra Pradesh, oh, okay, I've never been there though. I found the futures prop 50k. Um, okay, let's go take out the liquidity and go up. I don't think it wants to come down. Pum pum. So the question is now, will it go up into one of these areas here, then go down, or are we on our way? Is this candle? Are we on our way to go into this fair value gap? Yeah, I'm inclined to think we're going further down. I think it doesn't need to. I mean, I think it wants to go into this fair value in the higher time frame fair value gap first, and then from here, it wants to go back up. Maybe let's see. So this is a 4-hour candle. Let's go to the 1 hour. We can see, we can get a better picture. So this is typical also for NFP week. It could leave this relatively equal low and then go back up. That also makes sense, right? So go higher, leave it equal low to be taken up later on today. What time is it? 3 o'clock. We still have 3 hours. We did take out this low, but we didn't go into that fair value gap on any time frame. Well, let's see what this 1 hour is going to do. NQ took some highs, and ES did not. Let's have a look at ES. Let's have a look at ES. Do I need to go look? Okay. Just GG. Oh, it's 15 now. There you go. So we go to some SMT. Oh, I'm on the daily here. Hold on, I'm looking at the wrong data. I'm sorry, guys. I was on the wrong data. We have an inversion here. Breaker. That's a bit. I don't like the structure too much. It looks so weak. So it looks here, and then most likely it will go into this fair value gap and then fill. So I would never take it from here because it's just such a small trade. If I would have been here, it might have been interesting, but then I had to stick to the 15-minute. But I don't like this structure too much. But it is an invert. I mean, if you want to trade an inversion, we activated the inversion. Retest at 3 o'clock, boom, but then straight into a fair value gap. So for me, that's too risky, and it's very close to midnight. I don't like that too much because it's just too. 3 o'clock, midnight is very close to each other. Because this is the liquidity here, maybe liquidity here, and then we already have a fair value gap. So it's still 50 points, but 50, 30, 40 points, yeah. Doesn't interest me yet. I do like the suspension block here. Like ES could reject here. This could be a very potential rejection block. So that's why I don't trust it also here in ES. So that means it might just retest midnight and then go back down. Yeah, I would also be more interested in shorts, but the structure looks a bit weak to me. I just want to see if this rejects here, because also this could be really. This looks like a rejection block to me here. So I wonder if it's going to stall here. And that means then MNQ also will start failing anytime. So let's see if it taps into midnight. Let's see what ES. If it blasts through it, then I guess that's more. But let's see what it does. Yeah, I think that might be our SMT. So then it's not going. ES might not take this high. Then I can always change it. Let's see. It takes midnight, and then we're gonna have a different. We already have the SMT. I think. Let's see if it holds. So let's see if this is gonna work. It's gonna stick. This might be our SMT to the downside. I'll take a short from here. I think ES is. I think this is going to. I think this is going to be a rejection block, and I don't think it's going to take out this because midnight is here as well. I think it's just going to retest midnight. Let's see. 320. It could blast through it, but I would like the. I would prefer the SMT though. But it's a little bit. I don't like the time. It might still. Okay, let's see. I want to. Let's see if it holds. I think we don't need to go higher. I think this is already balanced. Yeah, I think we're done. 21. Let's see. I think I want to go for a short. I think I want to position myself. Can you go a little bit higher? Can you do that just a little bit, or are you done? I think I'm gonna. So again, it's just the equal high. Are you leaving an equal high and then go? You see, that's typically NFP. I'm gonna position myself. Yeah. Let's see if I'm wrong. I'm not. So 689. This is my trade. Let's see. So I'm counting on the NFP to the NFP. I'm obsessed with NFP. I'm counting on this to hold, but we didn't get a read. That's the only thing I don't like about it. So because it's NFP, it might still go up. Oh, time for your eggs. enjoy your breakfast. Yeah, it might still go up because we're in a wick here, so I don't trust it. But I put my stop. I'm still gonna trust. I'm gonna put my stop here above. Yeah. And guys, if it works out, I don't care if it's not. There's no monetary value to it because if I do well in NFP, it's wash, rinse, repeat. They will present itself all the time. I really don't mind. Someone asked me, sorry, it was an interesting question here. Don't you mind if you have a winning trade on demo that is not? No, I don't because and it's even better when it's a losing trade because then the only value that you have is the educational value and there's no monetary loss. But I really, really don't mind if, let's just say this would work out, for example, but I still think it's low probability. Why? Time-wise, we didn't tag into midnight yet. I would rather see that first, but there, ES will wake here, so we could go back up and tag it still, but then again, it could also still run. But 330, I think I wouldn't be surprised if 330 goes back up here, tags it, and then maybe it goes further down, or it just blasts through. But I don't think it can go up here. So I think it's ready, but maybe it just wants to tag here. So I need to make sure that my stop is high enough. I need to have my stop above 838. So the demo trade is just for me also stop loss placement, preparing myself for if I'm too early and not maybe be stopped out. Let's see. 838. Oh, I'm too high anyway. This is good enough. Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, for me it doesn't do anything, Jerry. For me the charts is enough, but people do use footprint and other things. But if it works for you, it can help. But for me, everything for me is in the candlesticks and in the in things that. But it can help if you work with it. There are people here that use footprints. If anybody wants to, but it's so personal, right? Whatever you use, and if it gives you an edge, you can use it. But and some people combine it with ICT, and they use some things as confluences, right? If anybody who use footprints wants to react, how you use it and how it helps you. Well, I can still do I'm gonna do my max because it's NFB. This is my max anyway. I'm okay to have, this is my max points that I want to lose. But it makes sense to put it here because it could still go there. But you see, I don't like this. I think 330 might make a move a little, might make a move to the upside and at least balance this out. Let's see. Just curious about the ES. I really want to tag into midnight. Come on. 327. And at 330, then I want to, because I always look at 15-minute S&T, I want this to hold. So I don't want ES to go higher. I want ES to reject here. It's okay if you make a higher high NQ. It's okay, you can do that. I don't mind. That means the S&T still holds. But I'm also an order flow trader, but I don't use. I just look, for example, for me, it's all like, okay, if are we on the buy side of the curve? Are we on the sell side of the curve? And the PD arrays tell you which algorithm are we on is the buy algo running or is the sell algo running? It's just looking at the same thing, but just in a different way, I guess. I guess we're all looking at order flow, right? Because we all want to understand what's the direction and what is the market telling us. And there's so many ways to look at it, I guess. It's just interpreting the same data in a different way. I think so, right? What do you guys think? We're all looking at the same candlesticks, and there's some different ways to interpret them, I guess. And I keep saying it. The most important thing is time. There's nothing more important than time. Price comes afterwards. Hey, oh, what are you doing again? Oh, no. We're gonna have to. We're having some issues here together, my love. She's not giving up, no matter how much I fight her. Okay, 3:30. Let's see. Okay. Did we tag midnight? Yes, we did. Okay, good. Okay, now let's see what it does. Was it a convincing tag? I think so. I really want to. This looks more bullish now to me, to be honest. Doesn't look bearish at all. But we do have S&T. Yeah, I think they're gonna run it both. Oh, sorry. I think this ES is rejecting here, but this is a very tricky scenario. This is a little bit tricky, but um, I wouldn't be surprised if we use this couple of minutes to go a little bit higher, maybe into this area here. I hope my stop is okay. Let's see. I still don't trust the move to the upside. ES is hanging around this midnight. Just the S&T here. Draw the gap here. Maybe ES needs to go higher. 847. Let's see if this holds. Okay, S&T is not holding, but I think there's not much more than this little gap. I don't think it will go far. Let's see. Um, so that would be normal S&T on this one here. $338. Okay. Come on, go a little bit higher. Go tap into the fair value there. Do it. Go, go, go. Got 1 more minute to go. Don't stop me out. This matches with the end gap. Yeah. Okay, let's see. It might be very, very close to my stop loss. Might be stopped out. Other tick. But this is actually a bullish structure for now, to be honest. If you see this, like here, the moment it gets in, but here it gets very tricky. So this is a market maker model, original consolidation, sell side, back into original consolidation here, and then it's done on the 1 minute, on the 5 minutes, sorry. Now, I don't want to go higher than 160 ticks. That means 40 points, right? So if I get stopped out, I know my entry wasn't good enough because my stop should have been more into this consolidation to be safe. Well, let's see. I could still be safe, but it might just take me out on 1 or 2 ticks. This is a full market maker model. 40. Okay, let's see. Now turn. Go back. You're done. Don't take me out. Ooh, it's gonna be very tricky. I cannot go higher with my stop loss. Unacceptable. Oh, guys, I'm falling asleep from this price action. This really cannot excite me at all. Move like this. This is so boring. 794, 50 points in one macro. Boring. Ugh. I don't know if I can watch this for a long time, to be honest. I just want to see a tag into this one. Just get a little kiss, just a kiss. That's what I want to see. So I hope my stop. It's a little bit tricky. I hope I don't get tagged out. But I would love to see it just touching this orange line. Mm-hmm. 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 And then you can drop, 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 drop. Yeah, but it's a holiday, right? I mean, the UK is closed. It's a bank holiday. Looks a little bit bullish to me now. It might be stopped out because it's 45 and it's running, so I think it might run anyway. But I don't like you guys know that I don't like this slow grind up. I don't trade this. I think this is low probability. For me, there was the structure. I don't like the structure. It's too slow. Um, for me, it's low probability also because it could stop here, but it could also blast through. But this is original consolidation, sell side. Up to here, this would have been my trade if I wanted to go long, but I should have entered in a trade here anyway, but I thought it might fill. Let's see. I think it's gonna blast through maybe. Okay, it touched the line. Let's see if it wants to fill or gonna push through. Might want to use this one here now today. Let's see. Oh, European is, yeah, European is on holiday, right? European holiday, so low volume. Mm, Am I going to be stopped out? Would be. I also ended in a bad time. I mean, it was a low, very low. Let's see. 347. 347. I'm going to be stopped out here or not, just by the tick maybe. Let's see. Ooh. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now I'm out. Maybe I should re-enter here my short. What time is it? 3:48. Let's see if it wants to go dig a little bit deeper into this original. I don't think it's going to go higher than this consolidation here. But we have a suspension block here, so let's see if that's the target for today. Here, or this is it. You see, my stop was, if this is it, then it was, I entered too early, so my stop, I can't go higher than 4. No matter what model I trade, 40 points is, no matter if it's NQ or MNQ, if I go over 40, I know it's low. I'm doing something wrong. I was already over, so it was already a bad entry, but let's see if this is this suspension block is the, or maybe this one here. I have to go to the bathroom. Hold on. I'll be right back, guys. I put the OTE levels here. Um, I think this one is in monthly open is in play now. Toot, toot. Dun, dun. Do you guys hear the music or not? No, I think you're good because we're in a macro now and it's going up. So I think this one, previous day low monthly open is in play. We also need to go back a little bit to premium discount. So I think it will do that. So it's leaving the fair value gap behind. So you're good. We're on a macro now, so you're safe. You don't have to. You got a few more minutes in the macro. I think this level what might be in play. $969. Wow. Oh, we're in the suspension block. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's too slow for me to really engage in. I don't like the structure here, so for me it's low probability the way it moves. Even though it goes, it's just um, we had consolidation at 230 and then we went up. We went down. 327 could be another move, but I would only be interested if I would have been interested in the long. I would only have taken it up to here because this is the consolidation. The rest will be too risky, but on a normal day, looking at OTE, like premium discount, obviously you can see premium discount is much higher, right? So it does make sense that it does want to go higher. But for me, the safe trade would have been to here and then reassess. But if you're in it, we have a range here, which needs to be, we need to get premium discount. This might be a valid trade up to here. Um, But we could have easily here gone a little bit lower into this range and then go back up. So. But this was actually a silver bullet, by the way. I think I missed something. This was a nice silver bullet, by the way. You guys see that? Uh, I'm just not. Yeah. I mean, this actually was a confirmation for the long. Did anyone play the silver bullet here? Priya, are you here? This was actually a clean silver bullet. I didn't even see it. That's how I'm not really interested. I think, but that is actually a very clean trade. Did anyone trade specifically the silver bullet? I have to make it silver. I didn't even see it. We formed this one in a macro. We retested at 324, which is London is already. I mean, we're already back at the normal. Yeah. London is already 3. So between 3 and 4, we have a silver bullet, which is exactly here, and then it continued to move. So it was up, down. Even though there was no other structure, this should have been the trade. So for those who went long, it was there. I mean, you have your AMD, right? Your accumulation, manipulation. Even though the structure, I don't like it, but this should have been my confirmation. I need to journal that. But so this is a silver bullet at 324 exactly. Let me go to the 1 minute, by the way. So we're below mid. Also, you're below midnight here. You want to enter a long below midnight and a short above midnight. So things still line up. We're still below midnight. So this is actually a very good trade, to be honest. Um, 324. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, so you got a fair value gap created. You go higher, you go back into the range, and then the continuation from the silver bullet. So this is a beautiful silver bullet. We haven't had silver bullets for a long time in London. So this is a beautiful one. Um, and also, if you have this is also confirmation that the long is in, and then you can, go to the next logic. Is okay. What are we doing here? We formed a large range. It wants to go to premium discount. So what can I use? And then you can use the range because this is your confirmation. The silver bullet was a confirmation. And it was very clean. Look, for value gap. So let me see how much the trade could be. Stop loss is very small because you just go below the. Even if I would just trade it up to here, it's still 50 points. So no excuse for me not to take it. I always say I don't go lower than 50 points. Well, this is 50 points. So I should have seen it. I didn't see it, guys. Sorry about that. I was still, yeah. Did anyone trade the silver bullet? Did anyone see it? Let me. Okay, previous day low has been tagged. 4 o'clock. Let me just print screen this. I just like it up to here because of original consolidation. Let me just go back in the 4 minutes. So you see it's still holding on into this original consolidation. For me, it's a little bit tricky. If it wants to go up higher, I really want to see it push through. And if it doesn't, we could reverse here. But then again, if you want to go to premium, is it going to do that? Or is that, sometimes it doesn't do that, right? And this could be one of these days, but maybe not. Let's see. I don't see any propulsion blocks, so I don't see any continuation. But Silver Bullet, this was an entry, guys, and I missed it. This does upset me. When I miss something like this does upset me because that's something I should not miss. Beautiful. In the macro, we formed this. You know, you should be already aware that if you're in a macro, so the 52 after to 1010, if you have like a fair value gap that's being created in a macro, it should always trigger you. And especially in an area like this. And even though this structure is not clean, this is the algorithmic signature. It doesn't always have to be here. So, not good on my end. But anyway, Silver Bullet, beautiful. Yeah, so, but we haven't had a lot of silver bullets because maybe of the time difference with the 4 o'clock. But this is the second time that I've seen a silver bullet in London. So we're gonna keep an eye on it again. You know, because things were so different lately, you get sort of like, but maybe we're getting back to normal, guys. Oh, well done, Mr. Chaos. Let's see if we want to go higher from here. Hello, Dolly. Hello, my people. I would like to see this order block. Let's use the order block now. Yeah, I don't know. It's just still for me a little bit low. This was a trade. This was definitely. I mean, if you talk about, I want a trade that is built on logic, and I can frame it that this was should have been it. Now I'm still. I would be like, yeah, are we going higher because we are, um, are we going to go to premium before really reversing? Because it's NFP Thursday. It's going to take its time to do everything. So I'm actually more inclined to think it might go a little bit higher. We are above midnight. The long is. We have a market structure shift here. It's not really a clean breaker trade, but there's still market structure shift here. It doesn't always have to have a breaker. Um, yeah, and also order block entries. Um, retest of the order block. Same here. I would wait for the order block here. Um, I can see go higher here. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. But I would wait a little bit longer for a lot for um. See, we left equal highs, but we're also leaving equal lows. You see that? So that's also very tricky always. Um, uh, no, I think it wants to go a little bit lower before going back up. But I think it's still a long though, to be honest. I think it's still good to for a long. But this was the best entry, and then you leave a runner, right? Uh, Sort of like a little bit upset that I missed this, but I mean, just not seeing it properly. I'm gonna paper trade along from somewhere. Hold on. 420. Damn. That was zero point 0.5. Did it hit 0.5? I'm giving it some time. Let's see. Yeah. I like 965 now. I can, yeah, I'm not doing it right now. I do have my Edge Clear broker that is connected to my, but I'm not trading my live account. I haven't been trading my live account lately. But yeah, I can connect my Edge Clear account to TradingView. That is a full TradingView account. Only trading, yeah, I can only trade that through TradingView. And then I can also attach my funded next, but I never do that. I put it on another computer just in case. Um, but yeah, I like Edge Clear. Um, But lately I haven't touched my own account. Just been trading pundits and evals. Let's see after NFP week if things. I mean, it looks a little bit better. I mean, I must say since this week, even though not 100% better, but better than we had before. Yeah. I'm thinking so little out of it. It's just so big. Such a long. It's really heavy as well when it's full. I don't know. I should buy another one. Okay, let's see. Um, let's see. Maybe it wants to touch Asia low. Let's see. Yeah, so with Edge Clear, you can choose. There's many. You can choose a Rhythmic account. You can on a trade evade, trading view, trade evade. Everything is possible. So I changed everything, or I changed one of my accounts to specifically to trading view, so I can trade it live. But then the market did what it did, and I'm like, oh, you know what? Never mind. I don't feel like trading it. So things have been really impacting the way trading and stuff like that, how the market has been. I mean, it's pretty crazy. But yeah, you just have to be aware. I mean, if you don't feel comfortable, just don't do it. I just didn't feel like it. I had a really, before I stopped trading it, I had a really good trade. So I'm totally fine with it. You know, I can, I don't have to trade every month. I can still, you know, skip a few months. So we'll see. Next month, maybe again. I'm gonna brush my teeth. Okay. Well, good luck with that. Okay, I want to see how we react here, and I might go into a long. 1 minute. Oh, my chart is not delayed. The YouTube might be delayed, but my chart is not delayed. See, I've got market data here, market open. This is real time data. So it's only the YouTube can be delayed, yes, but it shouldn't be a minute though. Um, um, $4.22. I think I'm gonna enter a long here. Paper trading only, as you know. Um, it's my trade, but it might take all bloody day. We went into this fair value gap. This is not on mitigate. This is already mitigated because of this little wick here. So that's why I already just took it from this line. Let's see. Yeah, there's a little gap here. Did we get into this gap? So that's 822. I don't want to see it go lower than 822. This one still needs to be mitigated. Yeah, 822 is my. I wanted to. It can tag a midnight. That's it. So technically, I could raise my stop because if I get stopped out earlier, I'm wrong anyway. Wow, you brush your teeth a very long time. They must be very clean now. Yes, teeth are very important. A lot of your diseases start in your mouth. So if you don't have good mouth hygiene, you can get very sick. Why don't you? Are you guys going to do something with Eastern? Anyone has nice plans to? The market is still open, I noticed, but Europe is closed. We have Eastern, but the U.S. market. Hey, Michael, how are you doing? Are you guys going to do anything with Eastern, or going to celebrate it, or whatever? Toot, 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 toot. 427. Where did you go? 423. Okay. 429. Can I raise my stop? Two. 430. See, this is what I like. I like these larger candles and that it moves a little bit faster. That it goes to my TP. Let's see if I got in 10 minutes. That I don't think it's going to do that, but that would be nice if you would hit my TP in 10 minutes. Um, 428. Come on. Go, go, go. Yeah, I waited for the retest here in this area. But the silver bullet was still I mean, look, if you have a silver bullet here, it's this one here, and then you leave a runner, obviously you know that, you know, it's going to retest this area, but you're still good because you entered here and you can leave a runner up to all the way here. But yeah, but this is still okay for me, but silver bullet was very clean. So I wasn't interested in this area, in this fair value gap. Why? You can see already here. It already went. It's a small. It's a small one, but it's significant. It doesn't need to go back here. It doesn't need to close it. It's bullish when it leaves it open. Remember, but it already mitigated it by going a little bit lower here. So this is very bullish, and then you wait for the retest. If you miss one here, you can wait for the retest, and hopefully now it will move a little bit faster. The only thing that I'm worried about a little bit is that my TP might be a little bit too high. It could also just go here, up to here. I'll see. Now, I didn't like how price moved here in silver bullet, but still the setup was undeniable. And here, if you trade the macro, 330 up to 340, 350. What time did we start? 325. Yeah, like I said, I would have traded up to here. I would have taken one off and then maybe a runner for for this move. But the only thing that I am wondering if my TP is too high. Let's see. Well, we'll see. I mean, that's why I'm demo trading. Yeah, I'm on 1 minute as well, but I use, this is a 15-minute PD array that I marked. just for my retest. I just wanted to see if we retest this. And also, I was thinking maybe we would tag into midnight, but we did not. So I was willing, as you could see, my stop was a little bit lower, right? Because I was wondering, like, okay, if we are going to retest it, we could dig a little bit deeper, but I didn't want to miss the entry, so I got in here because I thought we might wick into it very quickly and go out of it. So I get in early, and then I'm okay with a little bit of drawdown. But I don't want it to go lower than 3 o'clock because that would make my trade bear. I mean, I wouldn't be in. I don't want to be in a bullish trade when we go below the open of 3 o'clock. Let's go to the 1 hour. That means we're going lower than this area here. That's not bullish, right? We have to stay above. But Victoria, be careful in New York because it's NFP Thursday. It might just consolidate. I mean, we might already start just consolidating. Um, this is actually typical NFP. It goes higher, goes back into the range, and waits for the next macro. So I might have moved my stop too fast. Even though it's not a large move, it might take me out. Typical NFP. No, so our trader, it is very, but you know, remember the UK is closed, the markets, and it's also Eastern time of Eastern, so also US players are already not really in the market, so it's already very low volume anyway. Plus it's NFP Thursday, so yeah, I'm just gonna wait this macro after 5 o'clock, and then I'm gonna call it a day because it's just boring. I did like these 1, 2, 3, 4 candles. Those were nice, right? Those were like I was like getting hope. You see what it's starting to do. It's getting spotty now, right? It's leaving gaps everywhere. So We're getting back into spotty price action. You know, Mr. Chaos Factor, I noticed that all your stickers or things you have a lot of teeth in them. So you like teeth, right? There's always big mouths and like a big range of teeth in your pictures, or like it's the one with the I see a big white range. I think that's teeth, and then the pink one has also a big mouth open. The last one has more eye than teeth, but also I can see the mouth. You see, it's printing all these gaps here, so we can expect it coming down a little bit again. Let's see. It's getting spotty. It's we are prepared for low probability. We have no expectations today. I got, I got, I got. I like how the 1 hour is forming. It looks like it wants to expand. But the only thing that worries me is that it might just want to go to here. Oh, well, let me put my TP here for now. Still 3 hour trade. Because if I take this, I mean, what if this is the breakaway gap, guys? Could be, at least it's going to leave it open. It doesn't want to go there. Then we only use this range, and then we are yeah, I think I have to play it. Let me. It's difficult for me just to go with these. I mean, it's 50 points, but I'm gonna have to, because there is a possibility that this is going to be a breakaway gap, so they don't want to go into it. They're going to leave it open. And then this will be my safe trade. Yeah, let me just play it safe. Oh, is it tomorrow? Oh, of course it's Good Friday. Yes, I didn't, but I didn't even think. Thank you for pointing that out. That makes sense. April. Well, U.S. No, the markets are open. U.S. No, there is non-farm. The markets are open. It's not a bank holiday. It's not a. It is a bank holiday that, but the markets are open. I thought I checked it and I thought, yeah, there is a, so we got average hourly earnings, non-farm employment change, and unemployment rate tomorrow. So the markets are open. Yeah, but there is a bank holiday in Europe, in Germany, in GBP, in Canada, but not in US. The markets are open. It is a holiday, but markets are financial markets are running fully operational hours. Yeah. Is the mic picking up on the music from the outside? Yeah, I'm waiting for the next macro to go to this level. Let's see if it works. Otherwise, I saw this, but this is just for me. There will be so little those moves. I mean, it almost seems unnatural to me to frame trades that are smaller than 50 points. I don't know how that happened. It's it's something that started this year, and I just can't get rid of it. It's really. I think I worked so hard to get to a point to be able to catch larger moves that I just can't deprogram myself anymore. It's I guess one can call it greed, maybe. I don't know. No, it's just really I just. But I call this a safe trade, but actually that's not right. This is a safe trade, like what Victoria did. I'm just gonna call you Victoria because if I say your name, people will be confused. Like, but there is no one in the chat who says that. I say, hey, she's seeing ghosts. What is that one, Mr. Chaos? I can't see it's so small. I can't. I see. Let me see if I can make it bigger. What's in his? But is he got a gun in his mouth, or what is that? Or is that a toothbrush? Can't see it. Okay, I'm expecting to go. You see this little gap here, so I'm not surprised if it would go all the way back here and tag this level again or something, and maybe even go a little bit lower because we still have a flat bottom candle here, and it takes out this liquidity, and then maybe just let's see if I'm not stopped out. Someone drinking. Oh, someone drinking. Gotcha. So anyone going to do anything nice with the Eastern days? I mean, people are maybe off from work and stuff, like right? I mean, even though the markets are open, I guess children are off. Going to the woods with the kids. Oh, nice. Is the woods nearby, or is it like really a trip further down or something? Are you gonna have like one of those cabins? A cabin in the woods. What's the weather there now, Mr. Chaos, where you're at? Going to enjoy time with the folks, thinking of having seafood. Oh, we talked about seafood. Yeah, are you so where are you do you have like favorite restaurants in the area that you really like? Do you have some tips? Are you going out for dinner then, Zara Trader? Is there a specific restaurant in a specific area? You say, okay, when you're in the area, again, this is where you need to go for seafood, especially. You know, me as pescatarian. Or are you going to make seafood at home? You know, what's the weird part in South Africa, guys, is that I was actually shocked to see like the prices in the supermarket. It's not that bad, but it's almost similar. A lot of things are similar to the net to what I the price that I see in the supermarket in the Netherlands. But obviously the salaries are much higher in the Netherlands. Now, obviously, I don't work on a South African salary, but I was like, wow, that must be so difficult for people, you know, especially people that only make, you know, some people really don't make a lot of money. But then if you go out for dinner or lunch, it's so cheap. I mean, if I would go in Europe, have a sandwich and a coffee, it already cost me, well, I think 15 euros is nothing. I would spend 20 bucks. But here for 20 bucks, I get like a full, a beautiful meal. I can have a glass of wine with it. We get some water with it, and maybe even, it's just such a big difference. And it's the quality is so good for, and I'm like, wow, it's sometimes even cheaper to go out than preparing that at home. Um, Bye, Victoria. Have a good meeting. See you. And congratulations on passing your eval. So so it's very easy to, you know, to have a nice to go out and just hang out with people and have some food. And also sushi is not that is a little bit more expensive than other things that you buy, but still more it's still less expensive than I would pay for it in Europe. Yeah, so it's just crazy how um, I don't know about you guys, but going out for dinner in the Netherlands, it was the quality was bad, and you pay so much money. It wasn't actually much fun to do it. I was like, even the quality wasn't that good. So, but here is really fun, and especially if you go to the for seafood and if you like seafood. I mean, it's a treat. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to consolidate and then make a few of these 15-minute little ones here. Isn't it funny that it goes all the way back to my entry and then sort of like, I'm sure you want to go lower because there is a little gap here, but how low do you want to go? You see, this is a macro. Um, and that's a macro. That's how boring it is. So, I mean, for those who are going to trade New York, just don't make too much, don't expect too much fun. But who knows? Sometimes there are good moves on Thursday, but I don't know. me see the looking at. Well, um, let's see what happens at 5 o'clock. And then I think I'll call it the day because I just don't think it's going to be much more exciting than this. Mm. Oh, I will stream tomorrow. Okay, 5 o'clock coming. Let's see. I would love to see it wig down a little bit, tap into this blue line, and then blast off. So we make the wick on the 5 o'clock to the downside. We mitigate this, maybe even go take this liquidity and then go back up. That's what I want to see. I don't mark it for accounts. This week they took it all. No, they didn't take it. You gave it. You gave it to them. Okay, I like to see this. Come on, go lower. I don't like that. I do notice a lot of the times they leave these little gaps lately, um, especially when they're at the bottom. But I don't see any. It's not balanced up here yet. So why are you doing that? If it's going to be bearish, then I'm going to be stopped out. Uh, oh, this price action. Let's wait until this macro is over, then I'm going to shut down my laptop. Ta-da. I need to go buy something to eat. You eat too much. Every time you're on stream, you're eating everything. I know sometimes I don't like to do groceries as well, but I do like to have nice things in the house to eat, to snack as well. But it's important to have. Um, I hate to have like a feel like I want to have something I don't have it in the house, especially at night when I watch like TV or just want to relax a little bit. Now you see what's happening here. This looks bearish again, right? Um, we hit 0.5, so it could be enough here. But then again, most likely when it gets into this wick, it might go back up again. So it's back and forth, back and forth. But let's see. 5:03. It could be a nice time for go up, but I could also just stop here. Um, going to the woods, just 5 kilometers. Okay, just 5 kilometers. Oh, that's nice to have a forest so close. Okay, come on. Just tag into it. I'm getting a bit of a pain in my throat, so I might get. Okay, come on, tag it, and then go back up. That I like to see that. I like that. Oh, I still like this level. Yeah. I could also just wait it and enter here at 5 past 5. This is a good time. They could reverse here. Pupae. Yes, yes, yes. It's torture. I guess the move that you guys took was sort of like actually almost the best move that there was. Even though it didn't move as fast as I would like to see it, it actually was the best move. Um, so the silver bullet, you guys got in somewhere, but yeah, the retest was here at 323. Then the move. I think it was still the best move, but let's see. Oh, what are you doing? No, 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 Gigi. What are you doing? Okay. Now we are I was hoping it might take some liquidity here, and then we still have this candle here, flat bottom. I was hoping it might take that out and then reverse, but now because it's so slow, I'm like, I don't know. Just going back and forth, I guess. Um, I think it does want to give this a little manipulation wick here. Take out this liquidity, but I wouldn't be surprised if it goes up again from here. But let's see. If it goes lower than 3 o'clock, I'm out. I'm stopped out. I really like this level. I really like this level. Let's see. Come on. Well, you know what? Did we close above or not? Because if not, it might go lower indeed. What's the open? The open 87950. The close, yeah. Do you have anything left here from what is the imbalance that needs to be done in this area here in my blue box? What do you think the imbalance is? Are there any fair value gaps left? Are there any gaps left? What's the gap that you think needs to be mitigated in this box? So Michael, if it goes, what does it? What's the imbalance? I mean, why does it want to go lower? does it want to go lower for liquidity or for an imbalance, or what would be the purpose of going lower? I'll show you guys. What do we have here? We've got a BPR here. We already mitigated this. This is imbalance, this little 15-minute imbalance. It's been going back and forth into it here. This is the low right now. We haven't tagged into midnight. This is a retest of a, what do we have here on the 15-minute? What is this, guys? What are these two candles here? What is this? It's very tricky though. I can see two ranges that are like it's, you know, it's very low probability. Oh, oh. But yeah, it just moves horribly. Yeah, the cat. I went to see her too. Yeah, she's sleeping. She's not happy with me because I've been chasing her away a little bit. So if I touch her now, she's right over here. Ooh, she's so cute, my little girl. But every time she lays down here, she's on my wiring, and then I get like an issue with the camera stuff like that. Okay, why is it low prob? Okay, I still think it's going to go up. Why? Um, I'm treating this as a breaker here, and I'm considering this as a retest of the breaker. But it's low probability because the more it retests is, the lower probability it becomes. And look at this candle here. It needs to really push through this to get over here, and my stop is above here. So I consider this is a balanced price range here, or as a not, well, actually not, because we still have this wick here. This is a little bit tricky because it could go lower here, and also here. So it's typical NFP. But it left equal highs here. We still have this level here, which matches with my 0.62 and the end dog. So, but it could still stop me out and still retest this whole area and still go up. So that's why it's very low probability. But I'm sort of like using this little imbalance that, okay, it might just use this and go up from here. What did I mark? I marked something else as well. I can't remember. Oh yeah, that was the wick. So oh shit. Oh, I hate that. Um, I need to go lower. Hold on. I need to. No, that wasn't the wick I was using. So, so here we tap into it, and then here we touch the 0.5. What time is it? 5:20. I think we're going up now from here. Let's see. But it's ugly. It's very ugly. I mean, you can see it's ugly, right? I mean, that's NFP week. Wiki. So for me, what I learned from this is that oh, you have a Russian blue cat. Oh, I love cat. And she can't really. So no more cats for me. But I like other people. I always think that, but the universe will send you the right fit. We don't choose them; they choose us. I've got two rescues, and I don't look for them. They come across. I come across them, and but I'm so heartbroken. I always think, oh my God, I can never recover from this loss. I still cry for. I took two cats from the Netherlands. One probably died in the bush. I think she went out when it was stormy, and I think she got eaten by a crocodile. She never came back. But I was like, she used to do bushwalks with me. She came into the bush. I took one cat with me. I took one cat to South Africa. She was 21 already, and she was so healthy. But there was another cat that attacked her, and she broke her hip, so I had to put her down. I buried her on my stand. But yeah, but she would have. The doctor said she's so healthy, she might live another 2 years. But at point, and then these two came across, and I thought, oh my god, I'm so heartbroken. I'm just devastated. I looked for Noah, the one that I couldn't find for months. I did bushwalks looking for her, and I'm like, oh my god. Even when I was driving in Kruger, I'm like, oh my god, she could be here somewhere. Because cats are good, they can survive in the bush. Dogs cannot, but cats can. Okay, let's see if it goes to my 2P now. So my logic is we have a 15-minute breaker. So when we have a market structure shift, and I don't see a market structure shift here. So for me, that makes me still think we're still on the buy side of the curve, and this is just a retracement, and we're retesting this area to go back up. But on days like this, those retests, those they just take longer. And here again, we are obviously going in a wick, so we're going to go back down again, blah blah blah. But I still think. Well, for me, the logic is really using the higher time frame PD arrays, because when the price action is like, you really need to go higher. That's why my stop has to go a little bit up. I moved it because I had to move it. My trade is still working out, but it takes more time. But I still had conviction in the long, but uh, unless it goes below 3 o'clock, then it invalidates my bullish structure here on the 15-minute. And we're still on the buy side of the curve because I don't see any market structure shift here. It's just a retracement back into this range. It's just retesting this 15-minute PD array. And I still have 62 OTE level still here. So I think it's going to go there. Let's see. But it just takes more time. On days like this, it just takes more time. And you can see that happening here, right? Back and forth, back and forth. And you see how it respected this 15-minute yellow line. That's the volume imbalance. And that's very typical on days like this. It just goes back and forth, back and forth. It might go even back one more time, to be honest, but I still trust it. As long as my stop is not hit, I still, it is good to practice these structures because it makes you trust your structure, even though it takes more time. Now, on normal days, it doesn't take this long, but sometimes it does. I don't think the market has a lot of objective today, so I think this is our playing area. Going maybe, I think this might be a breakaway gap, so we might not even see this, and then going down. What did I say on the N walk? This area here, I think that's going back and forth. I think that's, I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case, but who knows? I might be surprised when hey, yeah, Mr. Chaos Factor, thank you. Have a nice day, and I'll see you. Yeah, Michael, if you're tilting, just close your computer, go touch some grass, and just, it is a low probability day. I'm just in this trade because I'm just watching if it still works out, but 50 points and taking 2 macros, it's not my thing. For me, it's just interesting to see if the trade, if my logic holds, if I can trust this setup. So the main thing for me is 3 o'clock, and preferably I want to see it tag midnight because we still have this little. I think the real move will come when it tags midnight and then gives this little imbalance as well, a little wick. And I think then the move will come. But who knows? But this is the problem. If you would trade this on your own account, on your funded, um, if you trade this on your funded, you get like anxiety at some point because it takes too long, and that's where you go wrong, right? Or you get stopped out because if you don't use the higher time frame, you might be stopped out, and then it still goes in your direction, and that's where the frustration becomes. I have zero feelings with this. This is from me just pure educational for myself, like to see, okay, because I don't like, if I'm looking at this 15-minute structure, I don't like the breaker structure because it's sort of like, I like really clean candles if I consider them a breaker, but I'm still looking like, okay, does it really, are they holding, and what do I have to look at? What is, if this structure is sort of like different and I don't really like it, is it valid? Can I use it? So it helps me reference it for the next time. And I also like looking at, okay, what happens here? Because this is like, can we consider this a BPR or not? Now, I believe this is already immediate rebalanced here. This is an immediate rebalance, so this is bullish on the 15-minute. I consider this, but I am also thinking it can use this wick for premium discount, even though I consider this immediate rebalance. Can I really consider it immediate rebalance, or was this the immediate rebalance? But it already invalidated this wick, invalidated it. So for me, it's all these things. I'm thinking like 100,000 things now when I'm looking at this, and just trying to get information for myself. Okay, what's holding? What's working? Which PDRA should I look up in a situation like this? Are my OTE levels working? Is this wick, the 25, is this wick now valid? Is the volume imbalance going to hold? Those are all things that I'm looking at. And that's why I'm in a trade and looking at these things. But I'm not looking at this just like, oh my God. And there's no monetary value involved. No loss, no win. Just, it's a win because it's educational. That's always my highest win. I'm an alcoholic. If that makes sense. So I wouldn't be surprised it goes back down into the volume imbalance. This is typical, all typical. And look, it's very spotty again, so we don't mind because that means it will go up again. It will, this is like time distortion at its best because just going back and forth. Yeah, guys, I'm thinking I'm going to leave it here. I want to do some stuff, but I'm just going to leave this on for myself to see what happens and just, journal it and see what, but hey guys, the best trade was when we started out here, right? What, you guys took. And then the silver bullet here, right over here. That was the best trade. And we've been into consolidation since. So So I write those things down, right? Those, okay, maybe if I want to trade NFP Thursday, maybe only trade that you should take, maybe, or next time I'm going to watch again and I see, okay, only this trade in London works, and a lot of the times. If I see another opportunity, I might take it and then trust it. But yeah, still education. But anyway, um, I will stream tomorrow, London. I think it's just nice to have a quick check in and see what price did. Even if it's not if it's not good price, we can go over Thursday what happened and just see if we can find some setup that worked and maybe identify some time distortion and how to manage it. Yeah, maybe things like that. And if I don't see you, I guess some people are not going to be around because they are having some time off. Then for those people, I wish you already a very, very, very happy weekend. And I will stream Monday as well in the morning, even though it's a bank holiday for a lot of people, but the US markets are open. Is it? Yeah, the markets are open right on Monday, I think. If not, that will be nice. Oh, look at that. Now let's see. Let's see if now it wants to run or not. Is it going to take me out? You see what it left behind here? All these open spots. Let's see. So the more time, also, the more times it tags an imbalance or whatever, it gets weaker, right? It's not going to hold at some point. But let's see if this is the last time. If it goes back again, then at some point it will drop. But um, this is the last chance. Come on. Happy Easter! Enjoy your weekend. Yeah, yeah. Enjoy your time with your folks, and I hope you have a very nice meal. Let us know. Yeah, you can put some pictures um, in the Discord. I would love if you have a good, nice restaurant you are going to attend to. I would really love to know for the future, maybe. Okay, guys, I'm also going to leave it here. I'm just done with this. Yeah, yeah. I think it's going to break now, right? Just it looks very bearish now. How high did it go? Oh, really? It looked like it was going to break, but it not. Okay. Well, this is what you get for NFP. Um, not good. You see how tricky it is? It's going to trick everybody that's going short and it might still explode to the upside. Let's see. What time did it go in consolidation? From 4 o'clock, it's 5:38. Yeah, it's almost the end of the 4-hour candle, so most likely it will consolidate in this area. Whatever. Do whatever you want, NQ. I don't care. Good luck with your NFP Thursday. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna do something else today. I'm not gonna attend with you. We're not gonna have fun today. So. No, you see, guys, how nasty it is. You see what it's doing. People that want to go short are like, "Oh my God, it's," and they get stopped out. And people that are long. I mean, I'm in already and I have my stop here. But also, if you're going long, it doesn't feel comfortable, right? It's very you're like, both sides are just being slapped around um, continuously. Welcome to NFP week, NFP Thursday. How many points was this run? Let me see the time. 5:12 to 5:25, and this run was 4:27. Sorry, guys. Um, 29. Yeah, it's just 29 points. But if you do it 2 times, it's 60 points. But you don't know, right? If you take it here, yeah, this range doesn't interest me, but I guess. Okay, well, guys, happy Easter. Any questions? Wasn't really any, not a good trading day. Also on Alan demo. Um, the silver bullet was really a good one. I mean, I must say. So if you trade the silver bullet, it was a valid trade, and it was pretty awesome here. I haven't seen a good silver bullet for a long time, and it was right in my face, and I didn't see it. So right over here, fair value gap, creating a macro, retest, boom. And it was at 324. So yeah, I think so, Fatter. I think I'll just check in on my in the morning, just do a London stream because you know the markets are still open, and if there's no trade, we'll just go over NFP week and just what did Thursday do? Just go over price action and make it a little bit educational. I think that's just give it some value, and then it probably won't be a very long stream. And then Monday, it's also not a bank holiday in the US, right? No, I don't think so. Yeah. I just checked it. Why did I forget it about already? Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yeah, the US is just US even has PMI. No bank holiday. Only European countries have bank holidays. So here we go again. You see, it's just it leaves these spottiness, so you can you already know it will make another move to the upside, right? Now it doesn't mean it will finalize the move, but there might be another run, and you can use this fair value gap again, I guess. You bank 25 points every time. If you're a scalper, I think there's still opportunities. Oh, I'll see you tomorrow then, Fretter. I think it will be very quiet, but it's okay. I just want to, hop on. And yeah, we just have a quick look. I'm here anyway, and I don't do anything after 11 o'clock or my time. So, okie doke, guys. I just want to see. I think it will go here, but I don't know when. We'll see. No questiones. Stay safe if you want to trade today. Be careful. Be aware. And see you tomorrow or Monday or Tuesday, and wishing everyone nice happy Easter or Passover, whatever you're celebrating, and just enjoy time with your family and just relax. Enjoy the weekend, and I'll see you back soon. You know where to find me in the Discord. Ciao, ciao.